Hello everybody, and welcome to my African vacation. My first stop on my African trip was to Cape Town, South Africa. It is the second largest city in South Africa. Another interesting fact about Cape Town is that it is not super hot like most of Africa, and actually has more of a Mediterranean type climate. While in Cape Town, I could not miss the beautiful beach near Cape Town called Camps Bay. After going to the luscious shores of Camp Bay, my next stop was the Castle of Good Hope. Did you know that it is the oldest surviving colonial building in South Africa, and at one time it was a fortress? After going to the Castle of Good Hope, I decided I needed to get to higher altitude, so I went to Table Mountain. It is actually not a mountain, and it is actually a plateau near Cape Town, and you need a cable car to get up it. After seeing the beautiful Table Mountain, I could not get away from the mountains, so we hiked up the mountain right next to Table Mountain called Lion's Head. After being in Cape Town for so long, I decided to go to Kibale Transfrontier Park. I took many amazing photos while I was on my trip, and it is actually not a desert, really. It is actually a sandy savanna because it has more trees and has a lot more savanna animals such as lions, antelope, and meerkats. After that, I was super excited to go to Chobe National Park. It is a African safari in Botswana, and along the way, I photographed many animals such as elephants, giraffe, buffaloes, zebras, wildebeest, and a type of bird called a stork. Also, did you know that elephants, giraffe, and buffalo all breed in May through October? Since I was in Botswana, I could not miss the magnificent Victoria Falls next door in Zimbabwe. The Zambezi River that flows into Victoria Falls starts in Zambia and goes through 8 other countries. I also swam in Devil's Pool and went whitewater rafting in the Zambezi Gorge while I was there. After traveling up the Zambezi River, I reached Kibale Forest National Park in Uganda. This huge rainforest is home to chimps, parrots, hogs, and even otter. Everything there was green, and you could hear monkeys howling, and it was a beautiful place. After seeing lots of wildlife in Africa, I wanted to see the real lifestyle of African people, so I visited the city of Nairobi, Kenya. I learned a lot of shocking news such as 42% of Kenya's population were below the poverty line. But there was some good news that 90% of children go to school. Overall, Nairobi is a nice city with lots of high-rise buildings, but on the outskirts there are some bad parts. Next, I made a grave mistake because I went to Mogadishu, Somalia. Somalia is in the middle of a civil war and is one of the worst places on earth. There were a few attractions, though, I went to, including the Mogadishu Mosque. Finally, to get as far away from Somalia as I could, I visited Timbuktu in Mali. Timbuktu is a very cool city to see and has a large history. It was a trade center in ancient times. It is also home to many beautiful mosques, including the Dijon Gerber Mosque that I visited. And finally, to recap my trip, I went all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to see Camps Bay, the Castle of Good Hope, Table Mountain, and Lion's Head. After that, I went to Kibale National Park. Then I went to Chobe National Park in Botswana. After that, I went to see the beautiful Victoria Falls. Then I traveled up the Zambezi River to Uganda to see its magnificent rainforest. Then I went to see the beautiful city of Nairobi, Kenya. After that, I made a daring trip to Mogadishu. And finally, I went all the way across Africa to go to Timbuktu, Mali. I hope you have enjoyed my African vacation. Thank you.